Thank you for tuning in to the home of Nanny Dog 314. Well, you already know who your talk man is. So we're gonna talk about dogs. Like at the end of the day, y'all already know how I be. I give my opinion on things, you know what I'm saying, dogs and salute, hit that thumb up. I give my opinion on that. I feel like that doesn't matter. Like me, if you ever paid attention to my dogs, you realize that I'm really a conditioned person. I don't condition my dogs for no illegal purpose and nothing like that. I condition my dogs for us to be hands on, go dog work, for them to be able to, run and be a dog, at the end of the day. So when it comes down to that, like I feed my dogs kibble. I love Diamond and Purina. Love Diamond and Purina. Two good dog foods. Work together very good. And you can tell if you ever paid attention to my dog, you can see that Diamond and Purina does justice. You look at Max, you look at Tiger, you look at Coco, you look at, Lady, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you look at my dogs, you'll realize that at the end of the day, the diet that I'm feeding my dogs work very good for my dogs. Now, other people use other things, but me, I don't not Purina because Purina it has a balance too. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't even feed their dog Diamond, Purina. I mean Diamond, Victor, Blue. They feed their dog. Some people feed their dogs. Um, Shoot, whatever their money can buy. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even feed their dog. I know a man that don't even feed his dog kibble. He feed his dog number raw. I'm just not down with that raw thing. I don't like nobody that do it. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be the reason that you should knock somebody for, basically feeding their dog what they want to feed their dog. It's their dog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they feed the dog. That's the whole goal of the situation. Feed the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about it. People and they opinions on other people count at the end of the day. It don't make sense. It don't make sense for, you know what I'm saying, to be concerned. Because I really don't listen. I don't really concerned about other people dogs on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Salute, hit that thumb up you haven't. It doesn't matter. You know, whatever you feed your dog, and have I feel like this. You shouldn't own no dog and your dog obese. Like if you're on a platform and you represent your camp, you bring your dog, you bring the best, you know, to the camera. You don't bring no American Pit Bull Terrier that's looking like a bully or a bulldog or a band dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't bring that. That's not good representative of the American Pit Bull Terrier. You got to realize that that's not. When you think about that, you want to represent the American Pit Bull Terrier in a good highlight because it been having a bad highlight since, let's say, the 60s, 50s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? It's been having a bad highlight for many years. And at the end of the day, you got to realize this. Our videos, our pictures, if they start seeing more highlights and more people talking positive, it would stop the highlight in the breed of the dog. But because it doesn't have all positive to it, you can always take you see this some the media can do, the news, the police, anybody can do. They can take they always can highlight the bad and not the good. So if it's all good, what could you highlight? That's what any breeder dog. How could you highlight something if it's nothing to show negative? See, at the end of the day, I'm the home of the Nanny Dog 314. Them are my dogs, my kids are active with my dogs. My dogs are active with my kids. I don't show it on camera because at the end of the day, this is a platform. This is a place of people with nothing but negative. So I try not to bring this negative into my kids' life. So at the end of the day, I enjoy my dogs, my kids enjoy my dogs, and people that bought the puppies that I had enjoy my puppies. You know, so at the end of the day, that's the enjoyment I get out of this dog game is basically you got to be yourself. I've been myself since I've been on YouTube the whole time. I always told people I condition, I work my dog, don't matter what. At the end of the day, I took lies and I rolled them on off. And at the end of the day, one thing a person can't say, I don't work with my dogs. I work my dogs because them are my camp. That's my camp. At the end of the day, you got to think about it. They represent me. I represent them. So when I bring them out, I gotta bring them out looking like bosses. What they are, they are bosses. And the reason I say they boss because then when we out and their job is to guard, they the bodyguard, so they the boss right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go behind you. I'm gonna let you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you always got to think about that. You know, and if you think about it, you'll realize that at the end of the day, the game of life is to accomplish something. If you can accomplish teaching your dogs things that you never thought you could do, because at the day you got to think about this. The word dog man is throughout very it's throughout the wrong way. It's throughout the wrong way because a real dog man is gonna sit back and realize, okay, my dog a little bit health too pluck, so I'm gonna burn some weight up off of it. No, I'm gonna cut back some feeding. That's what the real dog man is. But with this media stuff, if you got the populist dog or you have a bunch of dogs, they say you're a dog man. When that's not the technically that's not the thing because at the end of the day, all these words that really have meanings to them on the internet, the word mutt is used in the wrong definition. Um, at the end of the day, like one thing I have realized with this internet, see, people can't even tell dogs unless they see pedigree and family tree. When a dog, when you post, if you love this breed and you stand down for this breed, you supposed to know the look of the breed. You shouldn't you shouldn't have to like a breeder when they real breeders and people that have been doing this stuff so long when they go on to look and when they looking at a Ridey, a Shepherd, a Chow, a Keeta, a Bulldog, whatever they searching for, they know what they looking for. So they're not, you know what I'm saying? They know, okay, well, I call this person. They say they don't have papers. Okay, I know I'm getting papers. But at the end of the day, besides the paper, because papers don't make the dog make the papers. And that definition, people try to use that into gang dogs when they go for everything. Because when you think about American Pit Bull Terrier, you think about energized, the dog willing to work, a working dog. When you think about a shepherd, you think about a guard dog, dog willing to work, energized dog. So at the end of the day, that's when they say that. Because if you get a shepherd and your shepherd can't do none of the shepherd jobs, then that's a waste of papers. But nowadays, people are finding their own sauce and finding their own way. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Every man has their own goal to where they want to go. Every man doesn't have to follow the next man frame, vision, thoughts. At the end of the day, when you feed your dogs, the next man that you taking opinion, advice is not helping you buy no dog food, no raw food, not helping you no kind of way. You got to think about that. So when you sit back, you listen to the next man telling you how to do your do what you doing to your dog. He's not putting no funds in for you to do what he's telling you to do. So at the end of the day, with you spending your money, your time, you know, at the end of the day, if I don't even own a treadmill, and it would be kind of petty for me to own a treadmill because it'd be okay. One dog get to run the treadmill. I got to get I got to get my workout in. So it would be selfish for me to even own a treadmill because I still I physically do this not only for the dog, but I do it for me because I'm an energy. I'm like a human pit bull. I've been judged on the internet just like American Pit Bull Terrier been judged on them. They been lied on, I've been lied on. They been mislabeled, I've been mislabeled. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, my old head call me pit bull because they say I turn up like a dog real quick if somebody got a line. But I that's what I'm supposed to do because I'm a man. You're not gonna disrespect me, no fear, no way, no how. You know, at the end of the day, you got to think about this. You know better dog men and you know better things if you sometimes it's the same old people say you got two ears to listen and one mouth to talk. A lot of people do more talking because at the end of the day, the love of a breed, you wouldn't hurt the breed. You wouldn't go against the breed. Anything that's popular towards the breed, you supposed to promote. You supposed to be down with it. When you say you love a breed, if I say I love I'm just gonna say Chihuahua. I don't care what color the Chihuahua is, long as this dog right here is not. They're not showing the dog skinny. They're not showing the dog doing nothing stupid. That's a highlight for my passion that I love. This is like, okay, if you go to a core show, some people you see a same core you might see with white walls on it. Other you might see the same core with rims on it. But at the end of the day, their body is still the same. Only difference they might have is the color of their seats, the material of the car. It might be the only thing different. One might have beats, one might not have beats, but their car is still the same. And if it's a Chevy, if they Chevy, it's Chevy. They don't care if the Chevy got old school tires or new school tires. And at the end of the day, sometimes people say, well, I was raised by my granddad and I was raised by an older person. They should have told you that everybody's not going to agree on everything. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to this dog stuff, you got to think about it. I don't care nothing about nothing but people showing these dogs in the highlight. When I heard people like, oh, your dog ain't this, your dog won't do that. No, my dog won't do that, but his owner will punch you in the face. So I mean, like, what's the point of it? What's the point of me showing my dog to make some other dude have a happy on? You know what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, every time I see an article of them taking where they say, well, we took 7 dogs and 2 females were pregnant, or we took 2 females, one was pregnant and one just had puppies. Okay, we know the mom ain't reproducing ever again, and she might not even make it through the process of to be able to be put out in a home, because at the day 10 out of 20, when they send his mom, she probably got scars on her face. At the end of the day, that's not a good highlight for the American Pit Bull Terrier. And another thing is, I realized that a lot of people that love the American Pit Bull Terriers like bullies now. You know why? Because they the cousin to the American Pit Bull Terrier. When you think about that, they cousins. And if you think about it, you love your cousin. See, at the end of the day, these dogs don't care that one dog look this color, the other dog look. Dogs colorblind. If we in this dog game can be blind towards a lot of things that go on, like being in other people's business, we'll do better. But we can't do better because listen, at the end of the day, when it comes down to dogs, I like dogs. they say that a dog is a man's best friend. Okay, well, my dog my best friend. Why the hell I can't be cool with the other dude that his dog supposed to be his best friend? That doesn't make sense to me. But then at the end of the day, if you realize this, I meet people in real life that dog men that respect me as a human being. That say, bro, you work your dogs. You your dogs look good, bro. You keep doing what you're doing. But I get on this internet and it's oh, your dog's not this, your dog doesn't have that. Give me my flowers while I'm still here for the things I am doing. Forget what you think my dog don't got. Give me at the end of the day, if I see the dude that came from bottom of YouTube from beefing and dealing with this, and then he showed us like he could train a dog to sit, stay, guard, all that. I'm gonna give that man his flowers because at the end of the day, you got to think about this. It ain't what I do with these dogs. Everybody ain't doing with their dog. So if everybody not doing with their dog, that means it's not easy to do. So that mean I'm taking out my time. Like at the end of the day, I be wanting to show people more, but at the end of the day, it's so much stealing. I didn't know it was that much stealing. They would steal what you say, they would steal your talent, and they won't even give you your respect for the talent that you do have. At the end of the day, salute. If you haven't hit that thumb up, hit that thumb up. I'm giving y'all some real talk. You know, I don't do this every day. But at the end of the day, you gotta think about this, bro. Like, give the respect of the man who's giving the respect to the dogs. I'm not out here dogging people dogs. I don't sit here and say, I don't like this breed of dog. If you go back through it in my videos, I do not criticize nobody else's dog. If you talk about my dog, I'm going to talk about your dog. But me just coming out and saying, oh, this dog ain't that, and that dog ain't that, and this dog don't come, this color, that is not. Hey, listen, I don't know who I'm offended by that. I don't know what kind of dog you got. So why I want to have a beef with you over your dog that I don't have to feed? That I don't have to do nothing with or deal with. Why would I care about what you breed, what you have, what your dog have when it don't concern me? You know what concern me when I see you showing me your dog healthy. And when I mean healthy, that don't mean your dog should be looking like a couch potato. Because when you on the American Pit Bull Terrier, it ain't got to have a Bruce Lee body, but it don't supposed to be looking like no bulldog, bully, no heavy set dog. It's supposed to have a look boutique look cut. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to have that cut. That's what a real American Pit Bull Terrier is supposed to have, that cut. That A1 cut. Just like this. Look, let me explain something to you. When it comes to bullies, even though I don't own no bullies, I still know how that bully supposed to look because I owned it American Stafford Terrier before I owned it American Pit Bull Terrier. I sat back and watched them dogs and how they body look. It's that, listen, the American Pit Bull Terrier, the American Stafford Terrier, the American Bully, them are all kinfolk. Them are close cousins. Like listen, all of them got the same DNA set up for real. One just bigger than the other one. That's all it is. Just wait. If some get bigger head. See, when I talk about dogs, I get happy because, man, if you think about a dog and you love dogs, like when I look at my dogs and all the work I put in and how they muscle tone look and how they body look, sometimes it make me just sit back and be like, dang, these your dogs. That's amazing feeling when people be like, dang, bro, like people stop and be like, man, them dogs look good. It's like, dang, them your dog. The satisfaction I'm getting, them are my dog they're talking about. They're not talking about nobody else's dog. So when I had to learn by getting on the internet that people is going to hate because they can't do what I do. They listen. I'd rather less run my mouth and more run my dogs. And I don't mean no illegal purpose. That mean walk, work, When I say work, I don't believe in no illegal purpose. I do not train, breed for no illegal purpose. When I say work, that means physically. If you watch my channel, y'all watch that. Working mean walking, doing guard dog work, a little pool work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever work that I cannot get locked up for. I don't own a treadmill. They say, oh, I don't want them to think nothing certain. Listen, I walk my dog, so that's how my dog look the way it look. I walk. I'm not a big, heavy set dude. So yeah, hold on. So at the end of the day, I think that let's like a lot of people own channels, and it's like I be looking for like work videos, like not to steal content, just to see other people putting work in. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean work, it doesn't mean like I was raised at an early age that yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people go there old say, yeah, you know, you don't supposed to take your American people with Terry off the chain. You supposed to just let work yourself on the chain, but at the end of the day, you gotta think about this. Them dogs get bigger, smaller, and if they come outside the leash or collar, they can be hit by a car because they don't know nothing about no car. Like sounds like you gotta think about. I don't care if you stay in the country. After a certain amount miles you get, it is roads. It's stores. A dog, American Pit Bull Terrier can walk miles, because at the end of the day, that dog is built to be able to work. It was bred to work. See, people take that word work and think it mean a legal purpose. That dog, listen, let me see something. I just see people that have American Pit Bull Terrier do guard dog work. I just see people that do that spearing thing, whatever the heck they throw the ball in the water. I see them do that. I just see them do all kind of stuff with this energized dog. They're just like you say, okay, for example, is okay. A lot of people like boxers, you know, bodybuilders, they still be working out at 60 and 70 years old because they so used to it. They so used to working out that that's something that they enjoy. A dog, any dog. I'm not gonna say American people too. A bully, a pit bull, a rottweiler, a German. All dogs like to be walked. It's some bonding time. It's some bonding time. At the end of the day, it's some bonding time. You got to think about it. You like people say, "Well, I got too many dogs." Well, guess what? If you walk a dog for 10 minutes, we're gonna say 10 minutes. You got 12 dogs. 10 minutes. You can take 30 minutes. I walk 3 dogs. The next day, you walk the other three, the other way until you get up to all of them. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about this. They making laws because what we don't do. What we don't do. We don't like in there that they say certain places you can't have your dog cannot be on the chain, so got to be in the kennel. Then the old school kennel set up, the dogs used to eat through it. The little gator one, dogs used to eat through them, go straight through them. So now you got a your accident or somebody else, or you know what I'm saying? Like they make laws every day that we don't know about these dogs, and we sitting back on the internet. Well, I do know, but it's kind of hard to tell people because they don't listen. They don't listen. It's so many laws they made recently. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about it. When you breed your like they have a name for it. It's called a puppy bill. And what they said a puppy bill, that's like every dog always be pregnant. You always got puppy. A puppy meal is a meal that always has puppies. But at the end of the day, the reason that they call it a puppy meal is because if you breed your dog, you're gonna keep something off of it, and then another dog may have something. You keep something off that. Before you know it, like a lot of people, the more dogs people get, the less they feed their dog. Unless you got money, you gotta have big money. You gotta have big money when you trying to own over 20 dogs. You know what I'm saying? And when you own like 20 dogs, a lot of times people that own 20 dogs don't have 20 dog bowls. Some people don't even have 20 collars. And when them people come out, that's what they look at. That's why they always be like, oh, you know what? You should downsize your dog a little bit. And that's once they get enough information, they can make you downgrade your dog. You know, we're gonna come back, because that's their job is to actually come there and help you. But if you're doing what you're supposed to do, and if you got 20 dogs and you can feed 20 dogs like you got 4 dogs, ain't nothing they can say to you. Ain't nothing they can say to you. But you know what the killer part about it is? It's like when I don't care how many dogs I get, I'm still gonna work with all my dogs because at the end of the day, it's like I gotta have some kind of control when people come around. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no dog just doing it willy dilly. Sit down, let them show that. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the days before this new generation. When I say new generation, I'm not talking about I'm talking about these people that say they old school dog man before they came in the game. You was buying dogs that you knew if they mom and dad was smart or dumb. Nowadays, you don't know that. You look at oh, this dog is Red Boy Jocko, or this dog is 2 times my Hagi, whatever the bully blood is, or and that's what you hearing people go off nowadays. And then you go buy this dog, and you're a person like me, you want to be hands on with the dog, and you find out the dog ain't got a living common sense that it's supposed to, and you sit back like, well, usually a dog be potty trained at this age, and this dog at this old and it's still not potty trained. And this dog don't sit down, you know what I'm saying? It don't do this, and it's still, you know what I'm saying? It's still puppy wise, and it's 4 years old, and it's like because you're not doing the research to know if you're gonna take a dog and you're gonna be hands on with it, or you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, breed it, and you're gonna be going in the backyard, and you're gonna be petting and dealing with your dogs. I would say to you, you gotta assess the parents. A lot of people made that mistake. Because they searching some blood or some popular name, and they're not really understanding the dog. They just got a dog that they basically wanted because the money. All money ain't good money. That's an old school saying. All money ain't good money. And people, and that goes to any business you get, because you got to think about it. Have you ever realized that people that buy dogs from other people, they buy one dog and they really don't buy another dog? You know what? Because they realize that dog is, damn, I spend my money. I got to, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they don't really, like, if you got good dogs and your dog's coming out with intelligent and they smart and they easy to train, people really spend money with you. When you get a person, they like, oh yeah, I got this dog, and you like, hey, I'm about to have another set of puppies, And they like, oh, I'm good. He a handful of stuff. That mean that dog get the hand. You sold him a headache. You sold him a headache. If they trying to beat down your door for another puppy, you sold them something popular, something good, something. Salute, hit that thumb up. You have it. You sold them something that they want to read get. See, at the end of the day, everybody say they're a breeder, but if you get repeat offenders and people that somebody like, such Nanny Dog sent me to you. Okay, well, Nanny Dog got a dog for me. So at the end of the day, if Nanny Dog got a dog for me, and Nanny Dog sending people that Nanny Dog like dog, but if you're not getting nobody like you gotta think about it. Sometimes they say that a man that sits in his backyard all the time, and you gotta listen to it. The man that's sitting in the backyard all the time, so used to the trees growing over him, he can't even tell attention, because some people are kennel blind. They mean they can't see that they not going right in their camp. And at the end of the day, you got to think about this. You got to pay attention to your camp to know. Like, I pay attention to my camp. I know when my dog lose weight, gain weight. I know which dog that got more energy this day that, he want to be walked so anxious and more than one time, because I pay attention to my stock. I pay attention to my camp. I am the alpha. I am the pack leader. And that's just how it is in my camp. At the end of the day, I don't chase listen, my saying always been, if you my dog and you run away from me, I don't chase the dog. I don't chase the dog. I'm not chasing no dog. I'm not like, man, I can't see myself owning a dog that I call American Pit Bull Terrier, and that mother looking like a freaking bully. Like, I ain't, like, female don't even, like, yeah, you get a female that's big when she pregnant, but at the pregnancy, girls usually burn their weight off. Now, male, they more or less to burn their weight off, because they really, like, a male kind of get, like, certain males get lazy. You know what I'm saying? So a female, she gonna burn that weight off. Like, I honestly see the female on YouTube. I'm like, is that a bully? Tell me that's a pit bull. I don't care what your papers say, your pedigree say. Like, bro, you need a, like, but it's different. It's different. It's different when people just sit on the internet and run their mouth like they not working their dog, they working their lips. Like, boy, you already feed your mouth enough. Close your mouth and put your arms and legs, maybe to save your life, bro. Like, you gonna go in cardiac arrest. They'll be wearing my mic cap. That will be killing me. Be wearing my mic cap, yo, boy. Your dogs that have a full day on my yard, they be like, this is what a real dog man is. Nigga, if your dogs get talk and they cut them out and go back, you brother, they probably turn around and take your poor little life away from you. They'll just take your poor little life away from you. It won't be no more. You got to think about it. Dog no good treatment. You got to think about it. The reason when them people take them people dog and them dogs go to them shelters, and them dogs be so nice to them people. Them people be like, damn, this dog that nice, and they did the dog like that. That's why they be trying to charge them 3 counts of animal cruelty, 12 counts of animal cruelty. Why did he get animal cruelty? Because the dog was nice to the mug. They can't tell the judge that, but we had the dog for 21 days, and the dog was just he wagged his tail, and he was just up in court trying to get you to never own a dog and get you to sit somewhere in the penitentiary. I'm serious. That's how they is. They had court. Put got their little uniform on. Yeah. When they came out there, the dog was on the chain. The other dog had a scar. I was just, hold on. Do you need Kleenex? They run it. Listen. You think I'm gonna let these people come to my house? I would never ever do no illegal purpose with my dogs. No, I'm not gonna have them in court up there trying to make me seem like the worstest person, because they do. The dog didn't have water. The dog lived on feces. First of all, your dog shouldn't live on feces because that's not healthy for your dog because that's not. But at the end of the day, even it could be a little bit of feces. They still gonna make it seem like it was a whole bunch of feces. Don't let them. Don't. See, that's why I tell people all the time. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta be on your P's and Q's because at the end of the day, their job is to screw you out your dog. And then this kill pop out is when they take your dog, they don't even give a crap about look for no pet. So now you got a whole bunch of pedigrees and papers on dogs that you don't own no more. Thousands of dollars they just took out your house. Plus, you got to pay $1,000 for a lawyer. That like it's stupid. I wouldn't talk about it or do the stupid stuff because at the end of the day, it turns around and it kills you. It kills you. It kills you. I didn't hear people say my bully gang. Like, why would you put that label on a fucking bully? Excuse my friend, but why would you put that under a bully? Like, you think I'm ever gonna say like that? That doesn't make sense to make. It's on the internet. I don't never hear dudes in real life be talking some, hey, player, I got a bully. No, that's not what these dogs are made for. They're a companion dog. They work good with families. They are family dog. American Pit Bull Terrier, family dog. American Stafford Terrier, family dog. Them all are family dog. That's why they are cousins. All three of them are cousins, first cousins, because then they all carries the trait of being a family dog. That's what they was bred really to be. Yes, people took dogs and did illegal purpose with them, and that's the only part they can tell you about the dog. Yeah, American. I heard so many people say American Pit Bull Terrier was created to dog fight. Like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was actually to catch rats for a nice amount of time and bull bait. But nobody remembers that about the American Pit Bull Terrier. Oh, we love the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's what they tell us. I ain't never heard nobody on YouTube ever say, well, with the American, Salute, hit that thumb up you have it. With the American Pit Bull Terrier, it caught a bull in 10 minutes. I ain't never heard, oh, well, you know what? And when it was rat baiting, it caught 500 rats. That's what they talk about. But that's the part of it. They only know one part of the dog, but they say, we love the American Pit Bull Terrier. We know everything about it. Now, they got some food on there talking about something. Kobe's picture is not a pit bull. Okay, if we're going on papers and pedigree, he was the first registered pit bull. So if he's not a pit bull, then you don't have a pit bull. You can't say that the founders of the dog. Yes, listen. If you go back and look at it, American German Shepherd, they do not look like what they looked back in the day. If you go back and look at a terrier, not American, not a pit bull terrier, or just a terrier, none of these dogs look like they looked back in the 19 and 1800s. Duh. Clothes don't look the same. Cars don't look the same. Things change in time. It doesn't stay the same. It don't. That's one thing it don't. It don't stay the same. It changed over time. So if you think about it, that's why I'd be like, okay, that's what made me sit back one day and I was like, well, all these people say they know so much about American Pit Bull Terrier. And I sat in a lot of things of people talking about people. All they talk about was the freaking dog fight part of the thing. I'm like, okay, what else y'all know about the dog? Oh, well, this dog did this, and this dog whooped this dog, and this dog whooped this dog. And I'm thinking, like, okay, that's dog on dog. What about bull on dog? Like, whoa. Like, if you think about that, we're gonna say a 500-pound bull with a 60-pound freaking pit bull. If that pit bull can tame that 500-pound bull, that's amazing. That's amazing. But they don't want to talk about that amazing point. They don't want to talk about the strongness of the dog. They don't know. They don't want to tell about the drilling of the dog that it's going to stop this big old bull because that's how much gainness it has in it. Not that the gainness it can hurt something that's 60 pounds plus 60 pounds. Okay, yeah. They're just like if you put a 200-pound people in front of each other, ooh, whoop-de-doo-doo. But if you put this 100-pound person in front of this 175 or 200-pound person and they beat the birth off that boy, you're like, whoa, that's amazing. That's the first thing gonna go through your mind. That's amazing. But at the end of the day, it's like, how could you ever not think about the amazing? Okay, prime example is you got dogs that weight pull, and I didn't see where they didn't put trucks on them dogs. Like, man, that kind of stuff is exciting. That, strength, adrenaline, lungs, heart of a dog. That's the amazing part about the dog. If you think about it, how far can you take? How far can you take a dog on a walk? That dog, if at a springtime, that dog probably can walk miles. But you got it willing to be walking miles because the dog gonna walk as long as you walk, because the dog want to please you. So the dog gonna do it no matter how it go, because that's that dog job, want to please you. The dog job is want to show you is working ability. And you gotta think about it. At the end of the day, how many people think like that? How many people give their time to work their dogs? People say, well, I got a 9 to 5. You got 30 minutes, 40 minutes, drink a beer, smoke a blunt, do whatever you do. You can take that out and give that to that dog. I'm telling you, when your dog's pleased and happy, you see it in them. You see it in them, because that's one thing that dog want to do. Don't matter what breed of dog you got. Your dog man, when your dog see if it's on the chain, kennel, in the house, man, if you ever watch them dogs back in, how they shake, boy, it's hilarious because they so happy. Like certain dogs, you can see they smile with their teeth, and then you got dogs that don't smile with their teeth. But when you see they back in wobbling and shaking and all that, boy, they be so geeked up. That's excitement. Like my dog, when they see that harness or they see that leash, they like, ooh, walk time, sit down, let's go. I be like, come on, let me put the harness on you, let me put the leash on you. That's excitement I get when we go different places, parks, neighborhood. Man, my dog go. I mean, wherever I wake up in the morning, like, well, I want to walk this path. I want to go to this park. I want to do this. I get up and I do that because at the end of the day, I got to think about the excitement, bro. Like I don't know. Like, if you don't walk your dog and you're here tomorrow, just get up in the morning and walk your dog. I'm telling you. Just get up in the morning and walk your dog. You're gonna be like, dang, like, and if you can't do it, we get our work. You ain't even look. Put like this. If you just now want to start doing it, if you got a long block, walk half of the block and come back up. That's enough walking. Then just build yourself up. build it up. If you want your dog to lose some weight, build start like that. Half of a block, back and forth. Go to the next one, the whole block. The next one, around the block. Next one, maybe 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. Work yourself up. Then when you feel like that, you did that walk so many times, shoot, go to somewhere bigger. Just go somewhere bigger. The bigger you go. Hey, can y'all hold on? Let me give me something to drink. Don't go nowhere. Hey, appreciate you staying. Appreciate y'all staying. No, I'm just saying, like, you got to. I mean, like, how can you sit back and not at least like it's so jacked up in the dog game that people don't like back when I was growing up. You'd have had a label of calling your pit bull a pit bull if it looked like a bully, they'd tell you that wasn't a pit bull. See, but people won't speak on that. They won't talk about that. They never mention it. That they say, yeah, I've been dealing with dogs since the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. No, you couldn't, because they was more hard. Listen, they didn't bite their tongue on back in the days. Like we bite our tongue a little bit, but when it came down to them dogs back in the days when the old head was, no, your dog had to have a awesome look. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, that's why if you ever look at dog shows, not like American Pit Bull Terriers, but like all breed shows, when they bring them dogs out, them dogs look good. Look good. You look at the big the large dog thing, and you look at the toy dog thing, them dogs looking good. But we sit on the internet and we accept people from letting their dogs look like anything. Anything. Look like obese pit bulls, and you know what I'm saying, and boxer mix looking like that. And nobody speaks about that. But when it comes to my dog, everybody got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about that. Like it's a new thing that it's not about the people that do what I do, like, you know what I'm saying, condition their dog, show their dog a good highlight. We don't get the love. They rather love somebody that they see got 20 dogs, 15 dogs, don't walk the dog, don't do nothing with the dog, and just talk about everybody and dog. That's the people they love. They don't like the real ones. They don't like they don't like the hands on them. And it's like when I was growing up, you made friends with them people because like, okay, bro, well, I don't like to work my dogs. I don't like to walk my dog. So that was the person that put your dog back in the days. Like they had, they had the guy that conditioned the dog. When they tell the stories about these American people with terriers, they don't tell you that you had the breeder dude, you had the conditioning dude, you had the training dude. And nowadays, with this internet stuff, these people say, "Well, I'm all that," and you can't see all that. You can see that they the breeder because they having puppies, but the trainer you don't see, the conditioner you don't see this stuff, and it don't make sense. When you should be like, if I say, yeah, in my camp, I train my dogs, I condition my dogs, and you looking at my dogs and they don't look like that, I'm lying to you. And then because when I say I condition my dogs, you see my dogs. It's not like I'm saying, "Oh yeah, I condition my dog." I bring the dog on there, and then like it ain't the same no more. Like the internet is just people that talk about dogs. They show dogs, but they don't. They don't really show dogs. They think they showing dogs, but like, come on, bro. Like I can go to a dog park and watch dogs run. Show me like, you know what I'm saying? Show me you doing some your bike work with your dog or walking with your dog. Show me something, you know what I'm saying, besides you just showing me that, oh, this dog right here, I'm finna breed. Like, okay, whoop-de-doo-doo, you finna breed a freaking dog. Straight bullcrap. Straight bullcrap. Bullcrap. Nobody wants to show no dogs. Like if if I was a dude that talks stuff and I'm a different person, I'll try to size you up on your on working my dog. Like, oh, bro, I work, but like I had that happen. I've been on YouTube going on like 4 years. I had people try to, play that little "I'ma out train you, dude," and that didn't work out. But I never got nobody to say, "Well, I'll work you with my dog. My dog will be better than your dog." I haven't had that one because I don't think you really want to play that game with a guy that just basic, just do it. So if I really put like put my dogs through a boot camp, a workout, really like put them through really like a real boot camp set, you know what I'm saying? That will be not healthy for your life because you're gonna stress yourself out because it might take you 60 days to get my dog where it's gonna take 2 weeks. 60 days versus 2 weeks. So I mean I'm just gonna be playing around with other weeks. Mm-hmm. That's what they see like I be doing. I'll be playing around after a while because you gotta think about it. If you take 60 days, because it's going to like if I'm looking at people dogs and the people I'm thinking about, I'm saying I'm just giving benefit of the doubt for them getting out they behind and say 60 days. But truth be told, it might take longer than 60 days. Might take longer than 60 days. 60 days might not even be nothing. Not even a walk in the park. Not even walk in the park. 60 days might only burn like 5 pounds. Because you got to think about it. I'm saying something that's going to take me 2 weeks, 14 days is going to take you 60 days. I'm giving you benefit of the doubt. But really deep down, it might take you 90 days, 120, 4 months. And if you give me 4 months It's gonna be 4 different or 5. I listen. I'm be able to play with different dogs while you still working with one dog. Because if you try to do 2 dogs with me, we'll be waiting next year. You will be waiting next year. Cause you gonna say if you think you're gonna burn through me with a trail mirror, no, no, you're not. No, you're not. You know why you're not? Because at the end of the day, free it's no tension in it. That's why I never owned the treadmill because there's no tension in it. The dog is free running. Yeah, you got one that put a little bit of grain, a little bit of hardness to it. But at the end of the day, I learned something without a treadmill. I learned how to condition a dog with real life, like hands on. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's so much you can do. So much you can do to work a dog out. Sometimes I be sitting back thinking like, is this real or is this a dream that all these people say that they know about dogs? Because if they knew about dogs, they can look at my dog and say, "What? You know what? That boy really worked them dogs." But you think pride? Listen, on this thing. Listen, see, pride is what killed them. Pride would kill them. What I do, how I took this nanny dog movement and French started and did what I did with it and made a movement. It's called nanny dog movement. If it only touch one person on the internet, that's I got people on the real life, so there's more people that understand it. But you got to understand it to be able to work with it. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I've been on here almost an hour. Hit that thumb up.